In December 2024, Moussa Sako spent his birthday in Mali, scrolling through messages from friends with whom he celebrated a year earlier on Paris's Champs-Élysées. He hasn't seen any of them since being deported from France in July. Like Sako, hundreds of foreign nationals previously protected because they grew up in France now face expulsion under legislation introduced last year. Sako was born in Mali but moved to France as a young child to treat a chronic eye condition. He spent most of his life in Montreuil, a Paris suburb. "I don't feel at home," Sako said in Bamako, the capital of Mali, which has a rich culture and history but is one of the poorest countries in the world. It is in the grips of a jihadist insurgency. Military coups in 2020 and 2021 led to sanctions tanking the economy.
Je suis français. C'est pas je me sens.
I am French. It's not I feel, it's I am, actually. You see?
Comme je disais,
There's no difference between a 3 or 4-year-old child and a child of whatever age. From 0 to that age, there's no difference, you see, because you're still at the same stage. Meaning, the only thing I really know is this. You see, I don't know. Mali, yeah, I was born there, but I made my life in France, so I'm French.
Je suis né au Mali, oui. J'ai fait ma vie en France, donc je suis français.
He shares a room with a cousin on an unpaved street near open sewers and stands out from the way he dresses and speaks French.
I can't really picture myself settling here because it's also a setting I'm not used to. It's a way of life you have to learn. No matter where you are, you have to adapt to the place you're in. And for me, even if I'm starting to find my footing, even if some people think I'm somewhat settled, I still feel like I'm on the outside. I'm in a bubble. I'm neither in Europe nor in Africa. I'm in a bubble. And when that bubble bursts, I don't know where I'll land.
Je suis ni en Europe, ni en Afrique. Je suis dans une bulle. Entre guillemets, cette bulle-là, quand elle va éclater, où je vais atterrir.
We interviewed more than 40 people, including 5 individuals affected by the new law, along with rights advocates, lawyers, and researchers, for a detailed look at the impact of France's 2024 immigration reform. In total, we reviewed 12 cases of people deported or facing deportation under the new rules, mostly for crimes for which they served sentences long ago in what their lawyers called overzealous enforcement that upturned lives. The lower bar has raised concerns, including in French court decisions, that the rules clash with the European Convention on Human Rights' Article 8 on the right to private and family life. The French Interior Ministry did not reply to request for comment. After presenting the bill to Parliament, then Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin said it was about what type of immigration we wish to have, including making it easier to deport undocumented immigrants who commit crimes. Polls show public support for the law.
This is not about being against or for immigration, but about being able to manage immigration. And as a sovereign country like ours, defining what type of immigration we wish to have and what types of administrative and legal arms we can put in place to welcome, redirect, and integrate people who have been coming in our country to live there.
France's Constitutional Council rejected elements of the legislation last year, including migration quotas, but the new deportation rules remained, removing previous protections for foreign nationals who settled in France before the age of 13, and those with French children, a French spouse, or a serious medical condition. Sako's eye condition, nystagmus, causes rapid pupil movements. He saved enough with crowd-funded donations from French friends to buy a motorbike and a small kiosk to sell basic household goods. He has no funds yet to stock the kiosk, he said. It is very complicated to make a living, he said, his eyes jittery.
But then there's the everyday reality, life, daily life. isn't easy. I'm lucky in a way to get some help, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to manage at this point with everything, etc. It's really, really, really difficult. You know, to live here, you have to work, and there's not really much work.
Asman A. Diar is the president of a group in Mali advocating for those sent there against their will. He said some were too ashamed to contact their Malian family for help. Homelessness and mental health issues such as depression were not uncommon, he said.
Tout ça, c'est le drame de l'expulsion.
All of this is part of the trauma of deportation that migrants continue to suffer throughout their deportation journeys. There's a rupture in the host country and then a profound absence that creates another rupture in the country of origin. So it's very serious, it's very dangerous for the deported person and for their family circle. It's about the wife left behind here, the mother, the father. That person was their hope.
La maman, le papa, donc il était un espoir.
After a turbulent upbringing, in 2024, Sako was in a steady relationship and volunteering most days at a community association in Montreuil named Ongar. He helped with food distribution, events, and counseling. He made friends there, who on his birthday took him to the Champs-Élysées. In 2022, before the new law, a court overturned an attempt to deport Sako after a 12-month sentence for selling marijuana on grounds he settled in France as a child. The ruling, seen by us, said Sako was entitled to temporary residency, but the local prefecture rejected 2 applications, he said. The prefecture did not respond to a comment request. Then, in May 2024, police arrested Sako during a raid on a building Inger used as an operation center and squat for people in need. Sako was on overnight duty as a supervisor. In the raid, he lost his glasses, adjusted for his condition. A deportation order was issued, saying the drug convictions made him a real, current, and serious enough threat, surpassing personal ties to France. Right when he was finding his feet, he was put right back in a really tough spot, said Mouse's friend, social worker Assia Belhadi, who co-founded Angar. After the arrest, Sako was sent to Mesnil Amalol. On July 2, 2024, he was escorted onto a flight to Bamako. He is banned for 2 years from applying for a French visa. Compared to Montreuil, Bamako feels like a different planet, said Sako. The air is hot and sandy. Chickens strut outside. There are no pedestrian crossings and no drizzly mornings, he said. Sako said, days feel long with no job to go to. He fears he won't see his ailing grandmother again. His relationship has ended.
Tout me manque. Ma famille.
I miss everything, my family, my friends, my troubles, as they say, my bitterness and my loves. So really, I miss everything. That's how I would sum it all up, you know.
Pour moi, c'est comme ça que je résume le tout. Tu vois.
His eye condition has been untreated for months, and he has no replacement glasses, giving him migraines and blurred vision.
Even if you go far away to nice places or whatever, you always come back to your base, you know? And right now, for me, this is a kind of separation I don't understand. And honestly, I hope it changes and that I can get my everyday life back.
Ça va changer et que je vais pouvoir récupérer ma vie de tous les jours, quoi.
While helping others, he was also helping himself. And that's what made Mouse's expulsion so painful for me. It happened at a time when he was just starting to keep his head above water. And then he was thrown back into something even worse than before. I mean, he was thrown back into a situation that was really, really difficult. So I can't even imagine the sense of helplessness he must have felt and the disappointment too.
On a January evening, Belhadi and other friends rang, asking if Sako had good news.
Il est dans le Goulet, dis-le, il est dans le Mali ou
au Sénégal?
What's it like? Do you have good news or not? Or no good news?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting? We're waiting then. I'll wait with you.
For his birthday, he bought himself a cake to eat with relatives.